Took about 30 minutes. It's declared a mass casualty event. He still goes on. It was publicly being notated there was a mass casualty event, and he still went on.
It's just something that you'll never forget, and something that's truly traumatizing. Knowing that people died that night, and then knowing that people were asking for my help, that's just very scary. To this day, their voices don't leave my head.
So something I want to bring up about that where he said the voices will never leave my head. That's the mental trauma. The voices that this guy said that he's never going to forget them calling for help. That's the unseen injuries of these type of concerts. The people that died, they can't come back, right? You can't sugarcoat that. They are not coming back. But there's the people who lived who are going to have to deal with that, with the survivor's guilt, with why me? Why did I live? Could I have done more to save them? Was there anything I could have done in that moment? And the sad reality, which is hard to cope with, they couldn't. There was nothing that guy could have done more to save that person. This is the video that I believe I saw that shows a visual example of a crowd crush in motion. And you're going to see this is an extremely tightly packed arena. Let's take a look at this. Do you see how they're swaying, right? It's almost like they're in the breeze. That's the crowd gaining that fluidity component. This is where you see that the crowds have lost control of their ability to move independently. And this is where things happen. So do you see right up here at the top, this wave right here? That's crowd crush. Do you see that, how security had to bite back? Do you see the reverberation off here? This is the responsibility of venues, concerts, organizers, and artists to see when these dangerous situations are in place to prevent it, because things like this happen and people fucking die. Let's juxtapose, okay? You've seen what crowd crush looks like. We're going through looking at the breakdown of how this happened. Let's go ahead and go back to this and let's see how he sounds.
People come into these festivals with these bands that only scan you in, right? You have all type of tech now that can track your heart, can track your, oxygen levels, can track if you're gonna be sick.
So whatever Travis is talking about, that's very cute, whatever. As you'll remember, oh, here it is. These solutions that he has is only for ticketed people. He encouraged people to sneak in. You can delete this tweet now, but the internet's forever. He encouraged people to sneak in, and we've watched throughout the stream on multiple videos of people breaking down barriers, knocking over metal detectors, breaking down fences, whatever the fuck they can to get into this concert. So even his own fucking solution that he poses is worthless by his own fan base. I don't know who let him do this interview. This was one of the dumbest fucking things I have ever seen. And I have to look at fucking MLMs and anti-vax content. I thought it was really important to show the juxtaposition of what he was saying versus what the reality of what's going on. We've seen it, right? From beating someone for taking his shoe. Like, that's when he can stop a concert, is to watch his fans beat another fan, encouraging fans to jump from a third-story balcony and break both his legs. A fan that was pushed off a balcony and is paralyzed. Him being charged for inciting a riot, I think is what he was charged for. He's done a lot of nasty, gross shit. Like, this behavior is a telling story of what is to come. When these lawsuits go into full swing and when these lawsuits are going to be allowed to proceed, because I think right now, obviously, Travis is trying to fight them and get them dismissed. But once I assume these things are going to go forward, that's when I'll probably cover this on my main channel. But this interview struck me as so arrogant, so hypocritical, and so devoid of taking responsibility. I don't know, maybe this was an emotional stream of me, but I don't think this is okay. I don't think this shows accountability. I don't think this shows anything. So let's take a look at the end. Let's see how he wraps this up. Let's see here. How long is this thing? 51 minutes long. Let's go to about 49 minutes. Let's see what the fuck is said. Let's get this shit knocked out, shall we?
You know they're going to pick this interview apart.
Fuck. Damn, that was bad. You know they're going to pick this interview apart. Me here 3 hours later. Oops.
So is there anything you want to say, to your fans, to the family of people who lost loved ones?
I mean, I want everyone to just continue praying for the fans. I want people to continue praying for the fans that was lost. I want people to continue praying for the families. I want people to continue just reaching out for healing. I want people to continue to just be there for each other.
Still, even when he's asked again, anything you want to say to the fans, there is no sorry in this. It's just, just keep praying for them. This man has zero fucking remorse.
I think the more we try to, continue to let people grieve and continue to be there for people and, check in on people and, check in on your loved ones and just, I think that's just like one of the most important things. And, staying strong through this while we, figure out what's going on, and
Stand strong while we figure out what's going on, honey. I hate to break the news to you, but I think it's pretty clear what happened here. Still can't apologize, though. Still can't fucking apologize. His lawyer probably did tell him not to say sorry. I fully believe it's a PR thing, but it's not even just not saying sorry. It's the absolute lack of compassion in the situation. This dude's just like, so yeah, what do you want to say? Well, I think we need to focus on love. Love's going to cure everything.
Appreciate you, brother.
man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man.
Absolutely.
Sure.
And there we go. Ending of the interview is as bullshit as I thought. Travis has nothing to say. So that's where we're left right now. I'm letting you guys know because I know people keep asking me, when are you going to cover the Astroworld concert on the main channel? When are you going to cover it? I can't cover it right now. There are so many parties. There's so many lawsuits. Right now they're looking to combine all the lawsuits into like a super lawsuit that I think is for $10 billion in damages. So they're looking potentially at a class action for all of these hundreds of lawsuits to be combined into one right now. So obviously, until we get that, settled and a judge approves the class action status, I don't think there's a place for me to cover it in depth on my channel yet. I want to obviously cover Crowd Crush. I obviously would love to continue to take this interview apart in anything they've been doing. I'd love to talk about the distractions the Kar-Jenner clan has been trying to do with Kim Kardashian dating Pete Davidson. And now, Khloe Kardashian's fucking Tristan baby mama drama is allowed to be full center because it takes the heat off of Kylie, and Kylie's skin and all of Kylie's little businesses are in fucking trouble because she can't advertise anymore. If you go to their Instagrams and you look at the comment section, they are limited right now. Her last post, she had another post, I think, and it was deleted. This is November 4th. She has not posted since this happened. So there we go. The top, all, the standard, there's her company, all the check marks. And then underneath, check your man, address it. We didn't forget, girlfriend. Look at this, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Now, this is because she started posting on her stories to try and promote Kylie's skin, by the way, for the holiday season. Did you really sleep with Drake last year? I heard, see, even this like drama, I think this is all a distraction. Theoretically, she hooked up with Drake last year behind Travis's back. Don't care. We don't give a fuck about your stories. Yeah, people are mad about her stories, rightfully so. Why would you post Christmas stories? We didn't forget. Comments on this post have been limited. We can't see everything. They're not happy that they can't hide from this, and she doesn't have any active stories right now. If you go to Kylie's Skin, I believe it's posting again. This one's 7 hours ago. And here are the comments. Never forget the victims. Cancel Travis Scott. Cancel Kylie Jenner. Cancel Travis Scott. Cancel Kylie Jenner. Amazing kits. Amazing. We'll never forget. Amazing. The best. So stunning. I want BR. Great. Let's go to top comments here. We won't buy this. Don't forget the victims. We didn't forget. Just trash can emojis. We still did not forget. Hashtag Astroworld tragedy. Don't forget Kylie, mommy. It sucks, bro. Someone actually critiquing the products. Don't forget the victims. We didn't forget the victims. Why is she buying followers? She can't fucking escape this. I'm sure she's still making money because there's obviously going to be Kylie, stands like, well, this is not her fault. This is not her fault. I don't know. You had the video on your Snapchat showing the ambulance. You could have very easily brought in security and been like, hey, there's clearly a problem. Nope. And if we go back in time, November 5th is the day of the tragedy. What you don't see here is there's no comments because this is what I wanted to show because the comments were so fucking vile, just rightfully so for the record. Let me be clear. I'm not saying, oh my God, these people shouldn't have commented. Comments are gone. This is clearly hurting their sales. And ultimately, that's what matters to them. I do not have a doubt in my mind that if given the opportunity, if it means saving their asses and saving their Kar-Jenner, Kylie, Kim brands, that they'll dump Travis Scott and let him essentially drown in these lawsuits and ruin his entire life, and they'll just walk away from it unscathed. They were fine with having him in the picture so they can make themselves get their racially ambiguous children and copy what Kim does and do whatever the fucking weird ass formula they do where they Photoshop themselves or give themselves plastic surgery to look more racially ambiguous, even though Kylie's a fucking white woman. We're not ready to have that conversation apparently still. And now that it's not working out for her, it's time to go. Like, I don't know what you were fucking expecting. Everyone knew he was problematic since 2015 and they still allowed this shit to go on. Like, I'm sorry, you were okay with this behavior. This fucker is responsible for 10 people dying. The end. And speaking of the end, I think that's where I'm going to end the fucking stream because otherwise I'm just going to be talking circular here and I don't think that's going to be super beneficial. So